Hey Nash, what should we make?
I got us some more pork. You should smoke it and make pulled pork.
Do I even want to know?
Nope.
All right, let's make some smoked pulled pork. Today, we're making smoked pulled pork. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be amazing. You can use it to make sliders, sandwiches, serve it as is, bring it to your friend's house, have it at your house for a cookout, pool party, backyard party, whatever. Whatever it is, that's what we're doing. We're gonna smoke it on the grill, show you how to do that because my smoker's broken. Also, we're gonna use a pork picnic roast. The pork shoulder is a real big piece of meat, and it's actually broken into what they call the pork butt, which is a shoulder, confusing, whatever, forget about that. And then the picnic roast. So the picnic roast is probably the less desirable one, but you can turn it, if we cook it right, you turn it into a delicious pulled pork. It's a good cut of meat, and a lot of times you can get on sale, so it's really cheap and delicious. So hey, without further ado, let's get into it. So here we have our pork picnic roast. You know, it's not your, I forget how many pounds this is. I want to say maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5. But you know, if you get the whole pork shoulder with both cuts kind of involved, it's you know, usually 9, 10, 11. But anyway, so this is it's a good sized piece of meat. We can make a good amount of pulled pork with this. It's bone in. So right now what I did is I took this out of the package. I patted it dry because you want to start with dry. And then we need a binder. For our binder, we're going to use yellow mustard. Then we want to hit it with your favorite barbecue rub. I'll also post a recipe down below at the recipe link to make your own barbecue rub, just in case you want to go that route, because you probably have all the stuff in your cupboard. So hit this with barbecue rub. Again, this is a big piece of meat, so it can take a lot of seasoning. I want to make sure and season all sides. And now we're ready to take this guy out to the grill. All right, with our grill set for 2-zone cooking, again, our middle is totally off. Outside burners are on, so that way we can set it in the middle and cook on indirect heat. We got our smoker box here with some apple wood chips that have been soaked. Just gonna put this over here, and then we're gonna go put this guy right in the middle here, fat side up for indirect. We're looking for a grill temperature once this lid is closed of about 250. And then we're also gonna use our wireless thermometer to check the internal temperature. But for now, we just go ahead and close the lid and let it go. While our pork is smoking, about once an hour, at least for the first couple hours, we want to spray it with, this is a equal parts mixture of pineapple juice, apple juice, and vinegar. But I used a half and half mixture of red wine vinegar and apple cider vinegar. Either one would be fine. The mixture is great. So we just want to spray this guy down. Once your meat has reached 160, we're gonna pull it and wrap it up in foil. Cover it back up and let it go till it gets to about 205. Once our pork reaches 205, it is time to pull it. And let it rest. Once your pork is rested, unwrap it like a present. And then it should just come right apart. We got a few bones in here, little shank bones. And from here, we can just shred it. And now from here, you can serve this as is. You can make this into sandwiches. You can leave it like this where it's super tender, or you can kind of spread it out on the sheet pan, put a little rub or barbecue sauce over the top, throw it under the broiler for a few minutes and let it kind of crisp up a little bit. Although we do have a few crispy bits, which is fine. Adds more texture, more flavor. There we have our pulled pork. And these little fancy things were a present from one of my buddies. Cool. But if you didn't have something like this, you can just use forks. It's fine. Time for a bite. Cheers. It's rich, it's juicy, it's tender, it's smoky, really, really good. And again, you could use a pork butt, you could use the picnic roast, which is what we used here, or you could just buy the whole thing. I think they just call it a pork shoulder, or sometimes they mislabel them too, but they're all the same, come from the same shoulder part. Really good, you know, when we got that smoke flavor from that little smoker box. So if you want to smoke something and you don't have a smoker, you can smoke stuff in your grill. There you go. So hey, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey there, kiddo. Here you go, here's some pulled pork. What do you think, bud? What do you think, bud? High five, come on. Good boy. Nash approves, I approve. Really freaking good. And it's super easy. Yeah, it takes a long time to cook. I think this one took about 8 hours total, but so worth it. And most of that cook time is set it and forget it, especially if you have a wireless thermometer. But even if you don't, you know, the cook time is pretty predictable. Very good. And now you have a ton of leftovers. Like I said, you can make sliders, you can make some pulled pork sandwiches. You could just eat it as is. You could serve it with some sides, serve it over some coleslaw. Tons of opportunities here. Good to feed a crowd. You could even make like tacos or something with it. Very versatile. Easy to feed a crowd, especially if you have some people over. You could do this the night before, shred it, put it back, and then just warm it up. All that being said, hey, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to like, subscribe, and share the show, it'd mean a lot to us. If you want notifications every time we drop a new episode, go ahead and hit that notification bell. And hey, if there's anything you want me to make, you want me and Nash to taste, drop that in the comments or go to the website, timschaoskitchen.com, and leave us a message there. And just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, peace.